Yeah. So hi, hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. This is Shanmuraj. So today's topic is program delivery phase and program closure phase as part of the program lifecycle management. So as you're aware, there are essentially five important performance domain being discussed as part of standards of program management. So currently we are progressing with the final one, which is the program lifecycle management. So other four areas, we already discussed. You can refer my previous videos, right? So we'll be continuing with the lifecycle management one. So we also discussed there are two important aspects when it comes to program lifecycle management. They are program lifecycle, and the second one is the program activities and integration. So today is the final video on the program lifecycle. So in my previous video, we discussed about program definition phase. We discussed program formulation and program planning. In today's video, we're going to discuss about program delivery and program closure. There are three important sub-phases part of program delivery, and that also we're going to discuss about it today. Let us try to understand in detail what is the program delivery phase, what are the activities involved. In this phase, program activities are performed to achieve the intended benefits, right? So in the planning and formulation, we understand what are the expected benefits. So those benefits, we execute those activities as part of the delivery phase then to achieve that intended benefits. This phase is considered more of iterative instead of linear because components are getting integrated into program, right? There are multiple components will be designed to have integrated benefits, right? So it cannot be linear one. It has to be iterative, and you have to progressively elaborate things and get matured on your getting the intended benefits. This phase includes program execution as well as the execution of its components. Component management plans are created as part of this phase and also integrated with the program management plan as well, right? So each component progress through component authorization and planning, component oversight and integration, and component transition and closure, which are three sub phases of the program delivery phase. To understand the first subphase of program delivery phase is a component authorization and planning. What are the activities are happening while authorize the component and its planning. So initiation of the components is based on the organization's criteria. So how many components you need, how many sub-components, or how many projects you need to initiate based on your strategic goals you define here. The individual business cases also developed for each component. So every project or every sub-program will have its own business cases. Program governance performance domain provides the guidance for component authorization, how the component need to be authorized, how the component need to be initiated, all those guidelines and criterias, eligibility, those things will be available part of the program governance performance domain, right? Then component planning is performed throughout the delivery phase. The entire delivery phase, all the component plannings are happening, different components. Even you can initiate a new component as well, right? So component planning includes the activities needed to integrate the component into program, right? Whether you want to integrate with the other components and both it getting integrated finally into program, all those things of integration, all those activities are happening this phase only, right? So each component will have associated management plans integrated with the program management plan, right? So every component will have its own component management plan, and it will be integrated with the program management plan. Second subphase of program delivery phase is the component oversight and integration. How I'm going to oversee my components and how I'm going to integrate it, right? So some components may produce benefits as an individual components, but other components are integrated with the other different components before associated benefits are being getting realized. See, some components will give individual benefits. Some components may not deliver it. Only when integrated with other components, it will get associated benefits. So you need to deal according to that. So throughout that activity, components, this particular component oversight integration, right? Throughout this surface, The components always provide status and other information to program manager and to their associate components, right? So new component can be also initiated to consolidate integration efforts of multiple components. So even without this step, right, the oversight integration, the individual components may produce the deliverables, but the benefits cannot be realized without coordinated delivery, right? So that is an importance of component oversight and integration. Final surface of program delivery phase is component transition and closure. How I'm going to handle my component transition, how I'm going to close the components within my program, right? So after program components produce deliverables, right? These components are typically scheduled for closure or transition. So component transition address the need of ongoing activities such as product support, service management, change management, user engagement, or customer support to an operational support function to sustain benefits. Prior to end of a program delivery phase, all component areas are reviewed for benefits closure and transition. The final status reviewed by the program sponsor and program steering committee before authorizing the formal program closure. So what this mean is even the program sponsor and steering committee will be part of component closure process, before they authorize the final program closure process. The final phase of program lifecycle is the program closure phase. So this include program activities necessary to transition program benefits to the sustaining organization and formally close the program in a controlled manner, right? So during the program transition, program steering committee consulted for whether the program has met all the desired benefits and all the transition work has been performed, or is there any another program or sustaining activity that will oversee the ongoing benefits. So in case of there is another program or is sustaining activity is going to happen, so you need to take care of the transition of resources, knowledge, lessons learned to the another sustaining activity, right? So once the transition activities are completed, program manager receives the approval to formally close the program from the sponsoring organization. So these are the activities involved in the program closure phase. So with that, we have come to the conclusion of today's video. So today we discussed about program delivery phase, what are its surfaces with our plate and at component level, and we also discussed about program closure phase. In my subsequent videos, I want to touch upon program activities, that is involved as part of integration management, right? So that is the second portion of our program lifecycle management. Okay, so thanks for listening. Take care. Bye bye.